The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
To the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Go to the next
I'm here.
one. Go back.
Join us as well as Mike McGlychek and Lou Recchio. Should we
Yes.
continue? Okay, we're going to continue. Absent. Oh, who was that?
Shinoy.
Hello, Shinoy. Welcome. Continuing on, approval of the 11/2019 minutes, which I have in front of me. I don't know if you guys have reviewed them, but if I have a motion to approve, I'll move with that. Anyone?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
Can you state your name?
Leslie?
Hi, Leslie. Thank you. I'll second that motion. All in favor? Any opposed? I'll take that as approval. I'll take that as an approval for the November 2019 minutes. Here you go, Mr. Recchio. Thank you, sir. Next on our agenda is the Surtax. I apologize if you guys are getting this feedback like I am. The Surtax expenses presented by Chris Marsh, our village engineer.
Okay, 1 minute we have to share with them.
Okay. And there was looks like a 20-page PowerPoint along with his presentation that should be. Are we share screening the PowerPoint? Okay. Very good. Chris, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I have not received a notification to share my screen yet. There it is. Now we got it.
Aww. Where have you been traveling to?
That was before the COVID outbreak. We made it over to Chicago.
Nice.
So tonight I'm going to present the sales tax Surtax Fund 302 projects that we have, and the job of this board is to make sure those projects are for the construction, reconstruction, or improvement of public facilities that have a life expectancy of 5 or more years, and any land acquisition, land improvement, design, and engineering costs. And I'm only going to highlight the projects that are either have been changed or are new to the budget. And then at the end of it, I'll go through a list of all the projects that are in the 302 fund. This first project is the Commons Park access, and what this project involves is buying easements to create better access points to Commons and improve our overall connectivity to and through the park. And there are also some connections along Bob White where we would add on-street bike lanes and connection through Counterpoint as well to the FPL power line easement, which you can see on this slide. And then the next couple slides are just the updates that would be to the comprehensive bicycle plan for the village. And these are some connection points to the new property that is behind the Lowe's, which is we've kind of referred to the Southern Boulevard properties, which the currently constructed portion is Tuttle Boulevard, which you could see the new apartments from Southern Boulevard. But there'll be an additional roadway that with on-street bike paths, on and off bike street paths that go out to State Road 7, and then a 10-acre public park, kind of in the if you can see where my mouse is at, would be in this section, and there's a potential to connect the adjacent neighborhoods through that. The next project is our road resurfacing 2022 year project, which has quite a few roadways in that, and these next few slides will highlight the roadways that will be resurfaced as part of that. And that's really it as it relates to the new project. The remaining projects on the list were, we've gone over them in past years. If you have any questions concerning these projects, I'd be more than happy to answer them.
Any questions from the board? And if any of the public is out there, which I assume, which I was assured as well that the virtual sign-in was posted. I know I received it through Engage. Any questions from the public? From Mr. Marsh? Okay. Well, Mr. Marsh, we thank you for your time and your good work. And I guess we'll move along with the agenda.
Yeah,
Okay,
just to
thank you very much.
You're quite welcome.
Go ahead, Bruce.
Okay. You know, as that was a separate agenda before we get to our regular agenda. This is something we do every year. We're required to go through, review these projects, and just make sure we're complying with the regulations with the county. So everybody will have a chance to review it, and then we'll bring it back and accept everything in November.
All right, thank you, Lou. So technically, we need to adjourn the first part A of the meeting.
Yes.
So motion to adjourn part A of our September 2020 Royal Palm Beach Parks and Rec Advisory Board meeting. Do I hear a motion? Anyone? Shinoy?
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay. The chair will second that, and we are adjourned. I think we can forego the Pledge of Allegiance and start the second part of our meeting, which I'll call to order now. And I don't think I'll need a motion for that. We've broken enough Robert's rules tonight. Moving on. Any comments from the public out there? Anybody on? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead, please. Okay. Reports from board members would be our next item on the docket tonight. Hope everybody's been doing well, and hope we can get back together again sooner rather than later after this pandemic is over. I know we have a couple of board members on the line with us tonight. How is everybody doing?
Doing okay considering. Just great. Peachy.
Leslie, you're good?
Beachy, I like that.
Yeah. Welcome. Good. And we're going to go to Lou Recchio now with updates on our he's our Parks and Rec director for all that may not know. And looks like we're going to be talking about some capital projects, programs. We'll wrap up with COVID-19 and then we'll adjourn. Mr. Recchio, we need to share screen or anything for you?
No, we just got to take that out.
Okay. There he is.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Basically, this time of year, we've always gone through our capital projects that we have coming up the upcoming year. We have our strategic plan that goes on in the spring, and go through all the proposals and what we're looking to do. It went very well. We really have not added any major new projects. We are, in the process of completing a number of them. One of which is the security cameras that we actually have been installing in 6 of our most active parks, which includes we will have security cameras in the recreation center, surrounding the outside along with the parking lot, the skate park, and the RC track. And along with the playground, we'll have cameras. It'll also extend out to the parking area and the Cats soccer complex. Will also be covered with cameras. Camellia Park is another one, big user, very popular. The whole area will be covered again with cameras. Bob Marcello Baseball Complex will be coming online. Again, cameras throughout the park. Todd Robner Park will also be coming online along with Farron Softball Complex behind Royal Palm Elementary School. So, we're hoping that this will really help PBSO and let people feel safe, and we can keep an eye on what's going on and be able to check and see the happenings that are happening without us actually being on site. Along with that, just a new one that's coming up this coming year, we are looking to put security cameras in Commons Park. We already have them around the sporting center and extending out into the playground areas, but we're looking to add more cameras in the parking areas of the park, along with the Great Lawn, putting cameras on the large light poles that we have. The amphitheater will have cameras, along with the parking areas down near the driving range, and then adding a couple more on the driving range buildings so that we can kind of monitor what's going on out in the driving range and the
Finally figure out what's happening to all those range balls.
exactly. Along with those, the other things we're doing is, we're going to be putting 4-foot chain link fencing around the playgrounds. The playground at Preservation Park, which is adjacent to the skate park, and around the playground at Todd Robner Park. And again, it's just for security. There'll be one way in and one way out. So again, security for the children, and the parents can feel a little more secure having their kids in there, and they're not going to be able to just wander off. There was a request by residents over in Home Place Park to put up a small gazebo, which had been removed a number of years ago. So we will be replacing that. And then the last thing, which which is kind of unique, is we are looking to buy a couple of trams with trailers. And when I say trams and trailers, it's not quite as large as they have out in Disney, but it's that along those same lines so that we can transport people not only from the front parking lot of Commons and then bring them into the Great Lawn, especially for seniors. That'll be a tremendous help, but it'll also help us to transport people from off-site parking. Uh, right now we don't have our large events going on because of the COVID, but when they come back online, this is going to be a tremendous help to a number of people, and it'll ease the traffic hopefully for those large events. That's as far as the new projects coming up this year, Mr. Chair. Like I said, we are finishing some other smaller projects, uh, but it's everything's going along very, very well, very well.
All right, excellent. Thank you.
Okay.
Did
Any
you want to
questions?
touch on any of the COVID-19?
Yeah, COVID, as you know, it's really done the job on Parks and Rec departments more than any other department uh, as far as people. Uh, we've been keeping people busy as best we can because we had to cut out so many programs. The largest being the senior programs. We've had to pretty much eliminate those for this year, and hopefully when things calm down, we will be looking at the budget in the springtime and see what where we're going to go from that. When we're going to start bringing in programs and bringing them back online. Uh, we are limited with programs that we can do. We're limited as far as we have to have 6 foot social distancing. Our events, like at the cultural center, the sporting center, the rec center, we're limited to the number of people that we can actually put in the facility, which is 50% of what is normally allowed. Uh, we've had a number of cancellations. People are now starting to book the facilities, looking into October and November, and we're very optimistic that things will be getting back online. Uh, the athletics have picked up again on the out in sports fields. Baseball is running again. They have to meet all CDC guidelines. The 6 foot distancing. They have to wear their mask if they're within 6 feet of each other. And the way they're addressing it is the kids, when they're actually playing out in the field, it's not an issue because they are distanced. But when the home team is up at bat, you can't have more than 2 people in the dugout. So what they're doing is they're having the kids line up on the outside of the fence, 6 foot apart, and that way they'll bring them in as they're needed. And then the parents have to be away from the kids. They're not allowed to be standing next to them, and they actually trying to limit one parent per child.
Oh wow.
But again, it is difficult. But they want to try to limit as much as they can to 50 persons per field. Uh, and like I say, they're doing the best they can. We have had some issues over the past couple of weeks that people weren't wearing their mask or not adhering to the CDC guidelines as far as 6 feet distancing. And we urge everybody to please, follow these guidelines. It's important. It's for their own health. And if it continues and we can't monitor it, what's going to happen is these programs will not be allowed to continue. Soccer has decided that they were going to just cancel the whole season and pick it up in the spring. They do have some travel teams, which aren't that many. So again, we don't have, you know, 15, 30 teams out there at one time. So it's working out very well for them. Flag football is another program that the regular season it was pretty much canceled. Uh, they've got a couple of their uh, more competitive teams that actually won the nationals last year. They are continuing conducting practices again with CDC guidelines, which is kind of difficult for football, but they can use a quarter of the field. They can have 10 kids on that uh, one quarter of the field at a time, and then they'll get together at one time at the end of the practice. And this has all been approved, and the rules and the regulations were actually brought up by National Pop Warner Association of Pennsylvania. Good, so at least they can compete some way. Get back to some sort of normalcy. Um, the other thing we are looking to do, once again, the manager made a statement that really was a good statement uh, when he said that we're actually trying to deal with COVID-19 with some sort of normalcy uh, because we're going to have to live with this, and nobody knows for how long. So, starting in October, next Friday, we're actually going to start on Friday nights. We are going to open up with a concert over at Commons Park. It's a huge area. Uh, we have staff that's actually going out and painting uh, uh, kind of almost like a checkerboard uh, out in the field, so that people will be 6 foot blocks and everybody will be 6 foot away. We'll control it the best we can. We will have extra staff out there to keep an eye on everybody. Food trucks will be there, but we're limiting them. We're only going to have 6 food trucks. They'll be spaced out accordingly. They're under the same guidelines. They have to have hand sanitizers on the premises. They have to keep people 6 feet distance as they're in line in front of their trucks. Uh, we will also have a number of uh, containers for hand sanitizers that will be throughout the Great Lawn, so people can use it as they wish. Signage will be out there to make sure they follow CDC guidelines. As they enter from one of the 3 entrances that comes into the Great Lawn, there'll be signage there to make sure that they have a mask on or they won't be allowed to enter. But we will have masks on hand and we will hand them out. But if they refuse to wear them or they're caught walking around not wearing them, they will be asked to leave. So we are going to try to control it the best we can. And we're also going to add with those every other week there'll be either a concert or a movie. And we're actually going to on Halloween, the Friday night before will be a concert, but on Halloween night we're going to have a movie, The Addams Family. So we're hoping, again, it'll get some families out, at least get them outside and have some kind of activities for them. With that being said, some of our smaller programs are starting up in the rec center, starting in the first week in October. Our dance classes, our early childhood classes are going on. The fitness room is open. Pickleball.
Is the gym open?
Well, right now we have pickleball in there. We haven't opened up the gym yet. We want to see how everything goes, monitoring the usefulness of it. But people understand what we're going through, and they've been very patient. Uh, you'll notice when you walk into either the cultural center or the rec center, uh, we have we have scanners. What it is, it's a camera, and as you walk, when you walk into the door, it will automatically scan your body temperature. And if your temperature is above 100.4, an alarm will go off, and we'll take you aside and we'll check your temperature again, manually. Uh, and if it continues where the temperature is up, we're not going to be able to allow you in the facility. That's pretty much all I have, Mr. Chair. And if I have any questions from anybody, I'm glad to answer.
From the board, any
Wait a
other,
minute.
any members?
No, young, young at heart is not getting together. We were going to have just their business meetings, and we were afraid that we were just going to get too many people. And that's the age group that we were really concerned about. And again, they're keeping in touch via the telephones. They're keeping in touch with everybody. Uh, one of the things that we will be in touch with them for is, we're starting that Uber transportation program, which will be advertised in our community connection, and we'll be contacting everybody to let them aware of that. Okay.
Leslie, Shanoy, any questions? Okay, thank you again, Councilwoman Selena. Michael, Lou, thank you again. Hopefully, in the near future, we can come together as a group in person. In this this time will
If I may,
pass.
if I may,
Lou, yes.
yeah, just one thing I should bring up. You've probably read in the paper and heard that the governor is moving into phase 3. Palm Beach County, we are still in phase 2, and we expect to have an update tomorrow on what that will consist of. We are hoping that some of these requirements will be lifted a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. So we're waiting here for the county tomorrow. Okay. As a percentage, what number of our programs that are actually operational right now? We have 50%, 20%.
No, not even close. We might have 10%.
And we lost all those private bookings on the facilities. All the
Yes.
weddings, the parties are just got wiped out.
Yes. And everybody received full refund because of the COVID. It was
Yeah, sure.
fault. But like I said, they keep in touch. People are using some of the pavilions, but again, they're limited, no more than 10 people in a group.
Okay.
And we just opened our splash pads and playgrounds, which was a big boost.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. That's fantastic.
And
Okay,
touching on that, we did have a lot of calls today inquiring about the county and the guidelines and if they've changed. So there seems to be a lot of interest in the following months for the rentals. The
Good.
rental side of it. Yep.
Well, we have great facilities. I hate to see them sit empty. It's a shame. But it is what it is. And we shall move on and be bigger and better and smarter from all of this, I'm sure. So if there's no other comments, I want to thank everybody for their time this evening. And I will make a motion to adjourn the September 2020 Royal Palm Parks and Rec Advisory Meeting. If I can get a motion from any of our other board members, we can all get on with our evenings.
Second the emotion.
Thank you. Thank you. I have first and a second, and let it be noted that this meeting is adjourned.